Hey guys, if you guys can hear me and if you can see the screen, for those of you who are here, feel free to type in yes in the chat box. I want to make sure that everything is working now. It seems that we have a few technical issues, which normally happens in the e-commerce and online business. So those of you who are here, if you can see me, sorry, if you can see the screen, not me, but if you can see the screen and if you can hear me, feel free to type in yes in the chat box so that I make sure that everything is working properly before we launch tonight's presentation. Okay, so feel free to type in yes if you can hear my voice and if you can see the screen. You should be able to see the Rocktomic logo with the title of the presentation and also with a few private label supplements. All right, so it seems that now everything is working, which is great. Like I said before, sometimes in the internet and e-commerce business, there's a few glitches, but nothing that we cannot solve here at Rocktomic. All right, so we're good to go then. All right, guys, so my name is Marco Garcia. I am one of the co-founders here at Rocktomic Labs, and I want to thank you for showing up to tonight's presentation. Tonight, we're going to be talking about something that people always ask me about, which is, Marco, can you share a success story of one of your clients? Marco, can you tell me if you have top producers and what they are actually doing to make money with your business model, right? And so tonight's presentation will be focused on telling you exactly what one of our clients did to scale his brand from zero to more than $3 million in just 2 short years. Okay, we're going to go into detail about the offer that he built, and we're going to go into detail in regards to what he had on his website or funnel. And the idea is that you guys can gather that information so that if you're looking to get started with Rocktomic, so that you can do something similar, right? Because I always tell people when it comes to supplements and e-commerce, do not try to reinvent the wheel, right? When it comes to this type of industry, do what successful brands are currently doing. That's how you can take a piece of the pie. Okay, so keep that in mind. With supplements and e-commerce, do not reinvent the wheel. Just do what other successful brands are doing. And tonight, I'm going to show you what one, just one, because we have many, what just one of the successful brands that we helped create and launch did uh, to get from zero to $3 million plus in just 2 short years. So make sure that you guys are paying attention. Make sure that you guys are listening to everything that I'm saying, because I'm going to give you precious, super crucial information. Now, this presentation is mostly for those of you who are not clients of Rocktomic and you're looking to get started, right? But if we have clients here tonight, we usually do, you're welcome to stay and hear the presentation. But this presentation tonight is mainly for those of you who are looking to get started with Rocktomic Labs. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how one of our clients scaled his supplement business with Rocktomic from zero to $3 million plus in short 2 years with just one product, one single product. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. And we're going to talk about our business model and how you can get started with Rocktomic Labs right from tonight. So, in addition to sharing super important and crucial information, we're going to have a part of the presentation that shows you how you can get started with Rocktomic with an amazing offer. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for your patience at the beginning. We had some technical difficulties, but I was able to sort it through. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on elaborating how you guys can create and launch a supplement brand the right way, right? There's many ways to do this. There's many ways to create a business, and of course, many ways to do a supplement business. But the idea is for us to show you the right way of doing it. Okay, and when I say the right way, I'm going to be referring to the lowest risk possible of how you can launch your supplement brand and business. Okay, that's the right way, right? The way to have the least amount of risk possible. We're going to be talking about how to structure your supplement offer, or more specifically, how one of our clients structure his supplement offer so that he could scale to $3 million plus, right? With our business model and just with one product. So we're going to be talking about his success story. And we're going to be talking about how you can get started with Rocktomic Labs if you don't have an account just yet. Okay. Like I said at the beginning, my name is Marco. I'm one of the co-founders here at Rocktomic, and I also handle the operations. And so thank you for being here tonight. Okay. So super excited about tonight's presentation. We custom build it so that we can share as much value as possible to you guys. Okay. So the main topic of tonight, how you can create a solid stream of income by launching your own supplement brand the right way. Before we get into it, I want to know, those of you who are here and who are not a client of Rocktomic just yet, I just want to ask you a question, right? Very simple question, very simple and straightforward. The question is, are you looking to create your own supplement brand and business, right? If the answer is yes, go ahead and type it in the chat as yes. If you're not looking to do this, that's fine. You're welcome to stay. And if that's a maybe or thinking about it, go ahead and type that in. I just want to get a feeling of who we have here tonight. Okay, so simple and straightforward question. Are you guys looking to create your own supplement business? Yes or no? Okay, so I'm getting answers from Merrick, David saying yes, Jeb saying yes, Sandy saying yes, Abdul, yes, Mrs. B saying yes. Okay, so it seems that we have the right audience here tonight. Okay, and I always ask this question because this is exactly what we do at Rocktomic. We help entrepreneurs create and launch their very own supplement brand and business. That's what we do. That's what our company is all about. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the right way, or I like to say the Rocktomic Labs way of starting a supplement brand. But as we talk about the right way, we also have to talk about the wrong way so that you can compare, right? You can compare and contrast how you can, in the wrong way, start this, which you don't want to do, right? And how you want to do it the Rocktomic Labs way or the right way. So let's go ahead and talk about it. If you start a supplement brand the wrong way, you are going to have to buy inventory upfront. Okay, there's no way around it, right? So the wrong way to launch a supplement brand is by buying inventory. And I'm not talking about 1 unit or 12 units or 50, right? Most suppliers and manufacturers today, they ask for a 150 unit MOQ or a 500 unit MOQ, 1,000 or 2,500 even. So for example, if you want to start a supplement brand with say 5 products and you got to buy 1,000 units of each, you are investing right from the get-go, right, on 5,000 units of the products. Now, investing on product is a problem, right? Because you have to put up all that capital. So maybe you have to get a credit, or you have to use your credit cards, or you have to go into your savings. So buying hundreds or thousands of units is a huge liability and a huge risk for you, right? And many of our clients, they actually did this before, right? They started a supplement brand the wrong way, and they had to invest on hundreds or thousands of units. And investing on product is not the main issue, right? The main issue is that once you buy the product, it's got an expiration date. So the clock is ticking, right? Most supplements are good for 2 or 3 years. So once you buy that product, the expiration date on that product starts. So you have 2-3 years to liquidate that inventory, right? So, basically you have to sell that product before it expires. And if you are not able to do that, then you are going to lose that money. There's no way to make it back. Like once you buy product, it's yours. There's nothing that you can do with a supplier or a manufacturer about it. Like you just have to liquidate it, or you will sell. You will lose that money. Okay, so that is the wrong way to start a supplement brand, having to buy inventory up front. With Rocktomic Labs, you don't have to buy any inventory up front, unless you want to, right? Unless you want to buy product to get access to maybe better pricing, or if you want to have a little bit of stock at the warehouse to ensure that you have like enough product for your marketing launch. But you don't have to buy. It's not a requirement. So there's no minimums on more than 140 different supplements that we have as part of our stock formulas. And so you pay as you sell. right? So if you start selling with Rocktomic and on the first month you sell, let's say 10 units, then you pay for the 10 units and that's it. If the next month you sell 50 units, 50 bottles, then you pay for the 50, but you pay as you go, right? So this is the lowest risk that you can have, is not having to pay for your inventory. So basically you sell it, you collect the money from your customer, and then you pay Rocktomic. So it's perfect, right? Because you're paying for inventory that you already sold, right? So this is the most important thing, right? Launching the wrong way is buying product. Launching the right way is not having to invest on product upfront, and Rocktomic Labs offers that convenience through our private label dropshipping business model. Okay? So you don't want to buy product upfront. You definitely don't. All right? Stay away from that. Number two, once you buy the product, now you have to warehouse it, right? Now you have to park it somewhere, right? And we're not talking about like your garage or your friend's house, right? Or your parents' house or whatever. Like you got to park it at a proper warehousing facility where air conditioning, with an inventory management system, with people that can, handle and manage the inventory. And of course, that's not going to be free. So you just purchase hundreds or thousands of product up front. Now you got to transfer that to a warehouse, and now you got to start paying a monthly warehousing fee for that. And that can be anywhere between $200 to $800 to $200 and $800 a month. And that's at the minimum. Okay, so once you buy the product, you got to warehouse it, and that's going to cost you monthly. So you have investment on product, you have a monthly overhead now, and you haven't sold anything yet, right? You're just getting your product and your warehousing of the product ready. So you're not selling anything just yet. Now with Rocktomic Labs, as you can see on the screen, there is no monthly warehousing fees. So basically me and my partners who own Rocktomic, we will cover the overhead of our US-based fulfillment center. So once we have the inventory there, we are paying for the monthly lease. We are paying for the air conditioning bill, for the staff to manage and fulfill orders. So we cover all of that for you so that you don't have to. So this is truly, truly amazing. Okay, are you guys following me so far? So the wrong way is buying inventory and then having to pay monthly warehousing fees for the inventory. Whereas with Rocktomic Labs, you don't have to buy inventory up front, and therefore there are no monthly warehousing fees to your business. All right, are you guys following me? If you are, go ahead and type in yes, and then we'll continue with the next items of the wrong way versus the right way to launch a supplement brand and business. Okay, so if you guys are keeping track of what I'm saying so far, and maybe there's some of you who have done this before, who have tried to launch a supplement brand before, and I'm sure you guys are going to agree with me, right? You have to invest in product, you have to warehouse it somewhere, and that's not free. All of that is going to cost you money up front. All right, awesome. So let's continue. Once you have the inventory at some, warehouse somewhere, maybe that warehouse is not able to offer a on-demand drop shipping. So maybe they're just warehousing your products, right? So maybe they don't do the fulfillment, right? Or if they do the fulfillment for you, they do it in exchange of a big unethical margin percentage, right? Or they ask you to buy MOQs. With Rocktomic Labs, we buy inventory on your behalf so that you can access it without having to pay for it upfront. We have the fulfillment center or the warehouse where you don't have to pay any monthly fees to maintain it. And we also offer fully automated drop shipping for those products. So we do on-demand fulfillment, and guess what? You keep 100% of your margins. Okay, so you guys see where I'm going with this? With Rocktomic, there's no inventory that you need to buy. You don't have to pay for our warehouse or our staff, and we can do fully automated drop shipping for every single sale that you make from your online store. Now, what's the problem here? When you're buying inventory and you're transferring it to a warehouse and then maybe to a fulfillment center after that, every time you move that inventory is costing you shipping. right? So if you have 5,000, 10,000 units, you got to move them from the manufacturing facility into the warehouse. That's going to cost you a shipping cost for those pallets, right, of product. And then if you move those to a drop shipping or fulfillment center, it's going to cost you another shipping cost. And basically, once you take all those shipping expenses and you add them to your cost, it adds an extra 50 cents to an extra dollar per unit every time you move that inventory. Right? So with Rocktomic Labs, you're not buying inventory up front, you're not paying for monthly warehousing fees. We do the automated drop shipping and you're saving on those transfer fees, right? You're saving on those shipping fees because you're not moving your own inventory, right? We are covering that cost on the back end. We are manufacturing the product at our manufacturing partner facilities, and then we're transferring it to our fulfillment center. We get the product ready for fulfillment, so you're saving a ton of money. And again, you're saving all this money before you start selling anything, right? The next item on the list is you have to do your branding, right? You have to pay a designer or an agency for them to create your labels, to create your branding book, and that's going to cost you thousands of dollars. Like we have had clients join Rocktomic that have paid anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000 on just branding books, which is like your logo, your color palette, your label design, and that's it. 15 to 30 to 35,000 plus dollars just on branding. And that's not the only thing. If you work with an agency to create your labels, you got to make sure that this agency knows what they're doing when it comes to FDA regulations for supplement labels, right? Because creating a logo and a label is one thing, but having a label that is compliant with FDA guidelines and regulations, that's a completely separate thing. And sometimes design agencies, they only want to make the label look pretty. You know, they're not thinking about the FDA regulations. So once you create that branding book that is going to cost you thousands of dollars, now you got to take all your labels and send them to a regulatory agency so that they can review them. And it could be that all the labels are completely wrong, meaning that they're not compliant with FDA guidelines. And that's another headache. That's more fees that you got to pay some consultant, right, to tell you how to create the labels. And then it's an eternal back and forth between you, the label designer, the regulatory agency, and that's going to cost you money and time. So you don't want to do that. You trust me, you don't want to do that. And so at Rocktomic Labs, what we've done is we've put an amazing team together of designers and reviewers of your labels to make sure that we create labels for you in a very cost-effective way. And we are creating those labels for you, making sure that we follow all FDA guidelines and regulations so that your labels are fully compliant. And on the long run, that's going to help you avoid any issues with your customers or the FDA or any agency, right? Like the FTC and so forth. So we do all of that in-house. We can create your labels, we can create your 3D mockups, and we can do regulatory compliance to make sure that your labels meet all regulations, and that saves you a ton of money and a ton of time. Okay, so again, the wrong way is going to a branding agency and then having to go to a consultant for regulatory compliance and then give everybody money, when in reality is as simple as how we have done it, which is having label templates ready with all the compliance information already on them. So all we're doing here at Rocktomic is just adding your design, making sure that the label is compliant, and then you're good to go. Okay, so this is super important. Now, once you have your labels done, once the labels have been approved by whatever regulatory agency that you work with, again, if you're doing it the wrong way, now you have to print your labels, right? So if you're doing this the wrong way, you have to print all your labels up front so that you can have all your bottles labeled and ready for fulfillment. And that's going to cost you more money up front, right? If you get like metallic or chrome type of labels, you're going to have to pay like $1.50, maybe $2, maybe more per label. And usually these companies, the printing companies, are going to ask you for, 100 labels or 200 or more labels up front that you need to pay. Now, paying for label up front, yeah, it's a problem because it's more investment that you have to pocket. But what happens if you need to make a change to your labels? Like what happens if you got to make a change to your label design? All the labels that you just printed are garbage and you got to dump them and you got to get new labels printed. And so you're paying double for label printing. And we have had clients doing it the wrong way and they have had to dump, 2 or 3 sets of labels that they got printed because they had to do changes for whatever, logo change or distributor information change. Maybe they want to change the email or the phone number, or maybe they change their domain for their website and they got to update their labels. But once you print them, like the only option is just to trash them and then get new labels printed. And that's going to cost you money every time. So what you want to do, the right way to do this, it's having on-demand label printing, right? So once you sell an order of your products, that's when you want the labels to be printed. So you are covering the label printing fees on demand, basically with money that you already collected from the sale. Okay, that's what you want to do. That's the right way, or the Rocktomic Labs way, is to do on-demand label printing for your products. Okay. And then if you have a developer working on your funnel or your online store design, that's another expense. Now, hopefully you guys know how to create an online store in Shopify, or maybe you don't, but regardless of your scenario, you got to have your online store where you're going to be selling your products. You cannot do like a basic HTML site anymore. Like that doesn't work. So you got to have a sales channel like on Shopify or Wix or WordPress or eBay or Amazon, Walmart, and you have to create your online store, and that's going to cost you money. Like, right? If you don't know how to make your own online store. But with Rocktomic Labs, we can actually create the online store for you, and we can do it for a super low fee, super affordable. And I'm going to show you tonight with our membership how you can benefit from our label design and website design services by paying like super minimum, like a super low investment on these items. Now, this is the worst part, right? So we've talked about the wrong way, which is buying inventory, having to pay monthly warehousing fees, maybe not having on-demand drop shipping. So, having a 3PL handling your fulfillment, or maybe you doing that yourself at your expense. We talked about having large upfront fees for branding, label printing, online store design, but this is the worst of everything. You and you alone will have to work with multiple vendors so that you can put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And it's a nightmare. And I can tell you firsthand, because this is what we do at Rocktomic, right? We work with multiple vendors for everything: product manufacturing, testing. I have designers, developers, right? So it's a lot of work, having to work with multiple companies, multiple people, multiple staff members. But if you do it the wrong way, you're going to have to work with multiple vendors. You're going to have to contact multiple companies and get quotes, right? And so it's going to take you a long time to figure it out and put it all together. But with Rocktomic Labs, of course, we do everything in one place. So with Rocktomic Labs, we have the product, right? We have the warehouse and fulfillment center here in the US. We do fully automated drop shipping for you for every single order. Once you pay the membership fee, there is no more additional branding fees to create more labels or mockups. We do on-demand label printing. We do everything in-house, right? We can create your online store for you with our in-house developers. So you're dealing with one company, with Rocktomic Labs. And this is, trust me, this is super important, because working with multiple vendors, multiple companies, and getting quotes from multiple companies, it takes time. And it takes a lot of due diligence as well. Okay, so this is the wrong way and the right way to start a supplement brand. Okay, and it may look simple here on the screen, but trust me, contacting a manufacturer, getting product information, getting the catalog, booking a meeting with a manufacturer, talking about product, talking about quality, and doing this with 2 or 3, like just with that one item alone, like the inventory or the product, it's a ton of work. And if you have never done this before, if you don't have experience with supplements or e-commerce, there's a lot of things that you may not know, right? So usually you make mistakes, right? Because you don't know. So the idea is that you work with a company that understands how to do this, that has the experience of working with many clients, and that company is Rocktonic Labs. And we have created what we call our private label dropshipping business model, where if you do the wrong way, right? If you start a supplement brand the wrong way, you're going to have to invest a minimum of $50,000. But with our business model, you can get started with your supplement brand and business for less than a new 98-inch Samsung TV from Best Buy. I went to bestbuy.com and I looked for a TV that is similar in price to our VIP membership. So again, if you do this the wrong way, you're going to invest $50,000 plus at the bare minimum. But with Rocktonic Labs, you can get access to product, to our fulfillment center, drop shipping, label printing on demand, and everything that we provide for less than a new 98-inch Samsung TV from Best Buy. And the wrong way is going to take you at least 12 to 16 months to launch your business. And that's if you do it right. If you make a lot of mistakes along the way, it's going to take you a long time, right? So 12 to 16 months is the minimum when you're doing it with multiple vendors and at your own peril. With Rocktonic Labs, you can launch within 45 to 60 days. Okay, and like I said before, you can do this with our private label dropshipping business model, or PLDS system, that we have created and put together, which is 100% proven to work with people that are looking to start an e-commerce business focused on supplements, right? We have had more than 25,000 members join since we started this, and we have had many clients that have found success with our business model. And tonight I'm going to show you and discuss one of those success stories that we have. We have had many, but tonight we're going to elaborate on just one out of thousands of people that have found success creating and launching their own supplement brand and business with our company. Okay, so let's get into it. So basically, once you sign up and you create a membership with Rocktonic Labs, you're going to go through what we call the onboarding process, right? The onboarding process is as simple as just creating and launching your supplement brand and business. And we have created a step-by-step process that we guide you through, either on a one-on-one basis or through a dashboard, right? Based on what your business plan is. So let's talk about the onboarding process, right? Which is how you start your supplement brand with Rocktonic Labs. First step, super simple, is selecting your products. So gone are the days of having to contact multiple manufacturers and get quotes and trying to chase the manufacturer for information and request for certificates and certificates of analysis. Like, it's a lot of work. Like, gone are those days. Now, all you do with our onboarding process is you open up the catalog that we have. We have a PDF catalog that shows all the product information. You go through that catalog and you pick the products that you want to sell to your audience. That's it. You open up the catalog, you select the products that you want to sell, and that completes step number one. And just that one step, that's going to take a few minutes or maybe a day. Like, if you really want to elaborate on the process, it's going to save you months of due diligence and research with other suppliers and manufacturers. Okay, so with our onboarding process, you open up the catalog, you go through all the products that we have available for drop shipping, and you pick the ones that you want to get started with, and that's it. And it is very simple because we have done already all the due diligence, right? We have vetted the manufacturers. We have requested all the information about the products. We have requested the certificates of analysis. We have made sure that the manufacturers have tested the product, that they are complying with all regulations. We have verified that the manufacturers that we work with have FDA registration, GMP certification, and that they do the third-party testing of products. So we have done all of that so that you don't have to. So that is the first step. Go through the catalog, select the products that you want to sell to your audience, and then you move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is you send your logo and a label concept to Rocktomic, and our designers will create the labels and the 3D mockups for you, just like you see them here on the screen. That's a test brand that I have. It's called Join Support Plus. Super simple. And that's the label, that's the 3D mockup, and those are the assets that my designers can create for you. So super simple. You send your logo, you send a label concept or idea to our branding team, and then our designers that are in-house will create your labels and your 3D mockups for you. Okay, and we're going to do that for as many products as you need to launch with. Now, in addition to creating your labels and your 3D mockups, we also do regulatory revisions to make sure that the labels are fully FDA compliant so that they have all the necessary and required information for your customers right there on the label. And in my opinion, that's like the most important things, making sure the labels are compliant. And that is step number 2. So just to backtrack, step number 1, open the catalog, review the products, make your selection, done. Step number 2, send your logo and your label concept to the designers, and we'll create your labels and your 3D mockups. And then once the labels are done, we do the FDA regulatory compliance review to make sure labels are good to go with FDA guidelines. Once that happens, you are ready for the last onboarding step, which is step number 3, online store setup and integration. Here, you can create your online store on, for example, Shopify, or my developers that I employ in-house can create the online store for you. So guys, this is really a done for you deal that we have here. We have done the research and development on the products, and we have bought them, and we are warehousing them at our fulfillment center for you to drop ship to your customers through us. We do your labels and your 3D mockups and your regulatory compliance reviews, and we can also do your online store. Now, we're not going to create just any online store. We're going to create an online store with a template that has been proven as a high converting template or funnel system on Shopify. So my developers will create your online store with the most current and high converting structure so that you can have the best chance at converting your traffic in your store into customers. All right, so you got to have a proper website. You got to have a proper structure of your website so that when visitors go to the site, they actually buy your product. Right? You cannot just have like a catalog of supplements there. Like, you got to have a sales structure in your online store. And our developers and myself have worked on developing those amazing templates that we use to implement for you. And so we have all the data and the experience of clients of ours that have been successful, and we're creating similar templates. Remember, like I said at the beginning, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just try to do what successful brands are doing so that you can have similar success. And yes, you need to have your own domain, and you need to have hosting, and then we can build your site in Shopify, and our developers can do that for you. The final step is to get a payment processor. Right, so you got to apply to a payment processor of your choice to get a merchant account. Once you get approved, we will help you install that payment processor in your online store, and now you are ready to launch your online store. And you can do this within 30, 40, 50 days. Right now, it can take you a little bit more, or it can take you less. It all depends on how many products you want to start with and how well of a business model you have put together on your own so that you can just execute it through the 3 steps that we have here. Right? So many times clients of ours, they know exactly what they want to do, but sometimes clients do not have like a clear path of what they want to do. Right? So naturally, everybody takes different times, but the idea is that you can go at your own pace and selecting products and getting your labels done in your online store set up and integrated like your way and at your own pace. And then you're going to have the support of my team so that we can walk you through every step of the way. And there are several clients that I work directly with where I walk them through the product selection, label design, and online store setup and integration. And then we have clients that go through the regular process with our staff, and you guys will have full support from everybody that works at Rocktomic so that we can help you launching your brand. Okay, so this is the onboarding process. Super simple. Select products, get your labels done, get your online store set up and integrated. You get a payment processor, you plug it in into your store, and now you are ready to launch, meaning you are ready to start doing your advertising and your marketing so that you can sell your products to your target audience. Now, this is 100% on you, right? You are responsible for your advertising, your marketing, and your sales. So essentially with Rocktomic, the partnership with you works this way. You guys sell and we fulfill your orders every single time. Okay, so that's what we do. We do private label drop shipping, so we handle the fulfillment of your orders as soon as you make a sale in your online store. So let's talk about how our private label drop shipping workflow works. Okay, so step number one, and again, this is after you launch your brand, right? So you go through the onboarding process, you launch, and now you start doing your marketing. This is what will happen. Number one, you're going to do your advertising, your marketing, and your sales. And you can do that through any social media platform or any type of marketing. It's completely up to you, right? You can work with influencers. You can work with brand ambassadors. You can work with paid traffic. You can do Google Ads, Facebook. You can do TikTok. It's completely up to you how you do your sales and your marketing. Okay, so you do that, right? You start doing marketing, you start letting people know that your brand exists and that you have a website and you have products there. And so visitors, right, through your marketing are going to go to your store and they're going to see your offer. They're going to see what you have. They're going to see what products. They're going to see your content, right? They're going to see everything that you have. And if they like what they see, of course, if they like your content and your reviews and everything, they're going to go ahead and pick the products that they want to buy. They're going to go to the checkout page. They're going to pay you. And then the order is placed in your store. So what happens here? When your customer buys your products in your store, you receive that money 100%. So you guys get paid directly for the sales that you make in your online store. So you guys are capturing the full revenue from your sales in your business bank account or whatever account that you chose to have your deposits go to. Once the order is paid for in your store, then the order is imported into our fulfillment software. So we're going to receive those orders in real time, right? So we're going to receive the customer information, the order that they placed, the products, everything. And so what we do at the fulfillment center is we review the information from the order and we identify which brand we have to fulfill for, right? Because we're doing fulfillment for thousands of brands. So we review the order, we identify the brand that sold it, and then we go to work. And so what we do is our fulfillment team, they're going to go and pick the products, right? They're going to pick the products that you sold in the order. We're going to go ahead and print your labels on demand. We're going to apply those labels to your products. We're going to package the order, and then we're going to leave that box ready for the carrier to come by and pick it up from our fulfillment center and then deliver it directly to your customer. And we can do this worldwide. So we can do it here in the US and also internationally. And we do this for every single order that you sell in your online store. So if you're doing 1 or 2 or 10 orders a month, or if you're doing 500 or 1,000, we're going to do the exact same process and we're going to have the exact same lead time for everybody. Now, what's the lead time for fulfillment? From the time that we receive the order in our system, we take between 1 to 2 business days to prepare the package and generate the tracking number. And then we give it to the carrier within that 1 to 2 business days. and then the carrier will deliver the package within 1 to 7 days, right? We use UPS and USPS. So whatever their transit or lead time is, which is 1 to 5 or 1 to 7 days, that's how long it's going to take for them to deliver the package. Okay, so we have a 1 to 2 business day fulfillment lead time. That's to prepare the order. And then the carrier will have between 1 to 5 or 7 days to deliver the package to your customer in the US. And then internationally, if you use, for example, UPS, it can be between 1 to 5 days. And if you use Global Post, it can be anywhere between 7 to 14 days. But we recommend using UPS Worldwide for international parcels, definitely. They're just better at tracking as of now. They're just way better. Okay, and so we do this for every single order that comes through your online store. Now, how do you make money with Rocktonic Labs? Right, this is the most important part of the presentation, how you guys can make money with our business model. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you an example of how this works, but I'm going to be talking about one of our successful supplement brands that launched with us back in 2023. That's when they launched. So I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to show you an example of how everything works with the money, but I'm going to be talking about a real example, a real brand that we are working with, that we helped create and launch from zero. No previous audience, no previous brand, no previous sales, like nothing. Like they started from scratch and they were able to scale to more than $3 million in just 2 short years between 2023 and 2025. Okay, now, of course, all results may vary between our customers, right? We have customers that have made a lot more revenue than $3 million, and then we have clients that have made less than $3 million. It all depends on your marketing and your advertising, right? I want to talk about this example because it's a brand that had no previous audience or website or brand. Like, it started from scratch and was able to scale quickly within 2 years to more than $3 million in revenue, and just selling one product, which is like the most amazing part, right? Sometimes you think, having like a lot of products is going to help you with sales, and the reality is you can make money with one product or more, but having one product or one core offer actually helps you to lock in on your advertising better. It helps you to be more effective and efficient with your ad spend, right? When you're doing paid traffic. But it really depends on you. We also have very successful brands that launch with many, many products, right? So it really depends on how you want to go about it. But this particular example that we're going to be talking about is a real supplement brand that we helped launch. Okay, so let's talk about the offer that this brand had on or has on the website, and we're going to talk about what structure he had on the online store that allowed him to scale to 3 million plus in revenue in just 2 years with our business model. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it. This client had on his website 3 different offers. Okay, so he was just selling one supplement, which is the male enhancement supplement. It's our Rock 502. That's the SKU number of this product in our catalog, Rock 502. He created a male enhancement brand, which is actually a top niche. Like, it truly is, like, male performance, male enhancement is a top niche. Ever since COVID, it became a top niche. And it is a top niche for 2025 still. Okay, so he built a male enhancement brand, and he only focused on selling one product from our catalog. So he didn't invest on a custom product. He didn't want to do research and development and having to wait for manufacturing and all those things. Like, he just went with one product from our catalog that was ready to be fulfilled, and he just went through the onboarding process. And I actually helped him in the process myself. All right, so he reached out to me. We discussed him working with just one product, the male enhancement. I asked him to send me the labels for this product so that we can do a revision. He actually sent me the label. So he created the label, he sent it to me, and I had to reject the label twice. I had to reject the label twice because it was not compliant. He was missing some information. He had the information in a different place from where he should, like on the label. So I had to reject the label twice. Now, of course, when he started, like I had no idea that he was going to be so successful with our business model. But my job was to make sure that his label was good to go. Right. So under absolutely no conditions, I'm going to just bypass label regulations just to get people to start, selling. The idea is that we're compliant, that we make sure that labels are good to go, that they have all the regulatory information on them. So he sent me the label twice for this product, and I had to reject the label twice. And I told him why. You're missing this. You forgot to put this information. You forgot this information. And so, we had a back and forth for a few days just to get the label right, which is fine. It's good. It's good for your brand. And so once he sent me the label, like the corrected version of the label, we approved it. We set up the account in the system. I had one of my team members, his name is JR. I had him work with the integration of the store, which we did super fast. And then he was ready to start selling. He actually started selling before getting the whole process completed, right? So he already, was up and running. So we were just doing the label, doing the integration, like on the go, right? So we did it super quick, but we did it, with the dedication and with the proper, regulatory guidelines as we should, right? With any brand. So this is the offer that he built on his online store. He had 3 options for consumers to buy. People have the option to buy 1 bottle, just 1 unit. People also have the option to buy 3 bottles for a discount. And then people also have the option to buy 6 bottles. Okay, so on his funnel, the way that he structured it was, he did content, reviews, and then the purchasing options, which was 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 6. So super simple. 1 bottle, like 1 supplement, at 1 unit, 3 units, or 6 units with a price difference, right? That's what he did. Now, this particular product, the cost of 1 unit is $8.90. So that's what you pay Rocktomic for 1 unit. Then the fulfillment fee that we have per unit is $2. The fulfillment fee covers label printing, label application, pick and pack, materials, and labor. And that's per unit. And you guys also have to pay shipping to Rocktomic because we have to pay the carrier. We have to pay the carrier for the transit. And then we also have a credit card processing fee, which is 3.45% of the total of the order, which is basically the summation of the $8.90 plus the 2 plus the $4.50, which in this case is 53 cents. So if he sold 1 bottle, that was the total cost to Rocktomic for fulfillment of just 1 unit, 1 bottle. If he sold 3 bottles, then he would pay the product cost times 3, so $26.70. He would pay $2 per unit, so 2 times 3 is 6. And then the shipping of 3 bottles, say to Florida, is about $7.56. And then credit card processing fee, which is the 3.45%, which is $1.39. So when he sold 3 units, that's the cost that he paid Rocktomic for the fulfillment of that order. Okay. And then the final option, which is to buy 6 bottles, that was like the best offer. That was like the best deal. The cost for this bundle, when we fulfill it, is the $53.40 for the product, $12 per fulfillment. So that's $2 times 6. And check this out. It only costs a few more pennies to ship 6 bottles. So you're shipping double the quantity, but with UPS Ground, it costs $7.61. So and this is important, and I'm pointing this out because you need to consider this. Like The cost of shipment of 3 bottles is super similar to shipping 6. So basically here, and you have a trade secret that I'm going to share with you, the more bottles you ship per order, the less efficient you're going to be on your shipping cost. Right? I always tell my clients, like, you're not going to make money selling 1 bottle at a time. You're just not. Right? You cannot make money with e-commerce and supplements if you're selling like 1 unit at a time. Like, you got to sell a minimum of 3. And if you're selling 6, in this case, the shipping cost is like almost the same as if you were shipping 3 units. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're figuring out your offer. You know, like shipping 1 bottle is $4.50, just 1. And then shipping 3, it's a couple dollars more, and then shipping double that quantity is just a few pennies more. Okay, and that's super important when you're when you're building your offer. Okay, so keep that in mind. So this is the cost of each of the bundles that he put together on his online store, and he was using Shopify, or he is using Shopify for this. Now, check this out. This is the revenue that he made when he sells, or when he sold 1 bottle. He was selling 1 bottle for $70 plus shipping. Okay, so he sold just 1 unit at a super high price, $70 per unit plus shipping. And when you're selling 1 bottle, you gotta charge shipping. I see clients doing free shipping with 1 bottle, and I say, why? Why are you giving all the benefits to customers that are just buying 1 item from you? Like, give those benefits of like free shipping for people that are buying like 3 or 5 or 6 bottles. You know, don't give away the farm. Don't give away everything for just 1 bottle. If you do that, you're devaluating your offer. Like, you truly are. Like, that's what you're doing when you're dropping your cost and everything all the way down, is you're devaluating your offer. And so this is what he did super well. Like, he sold 1 bottle for high price with shipping. So he was collecting $74.50 by just selling 1 bottle. Now, check this out. The gross margin for him by selling 1 bottle was $58.56. That's a 78.61% gross margin. That's crazy. Like, to get that kind of gross margin today with e-commerce is crazy. And he was able to do that because of our structure of costs, which is you pay for product, fulfillment, shipping, the credit card processing fee, and that's all you pay per order. Right? You're not paying for warehousing. You're not paying for staff. You're not paying for management of your inventory. You're not paying for label printing up front. You're not investing any of that at the beginning. You only pay this cost when we ship the order for you. So there's no risk, right? Because you are paying this to Rocktomic from the revenue that you are already collecting up front from your customers. That's the beauty of the drop shipping model. Being able to monetize a product without having to invest from the get-go. And that's what we offer, but we focus on supplements, right? There's many drop shipping businesses out there, but we focus on supplements. Okay, so he was selling 1 bottle for $70 plus shipping. That gave him a $58.56 gross margin, which is 78.61%. Now check this out. He was selling the 3-pack for $177, and now he included free shipping. Right? So he was selling 3 bottles and he offered free shipping. So if the customer sacrifices a little bit more and they go for the 3-pack instead of the 1-pack, then that's when, you know, he would give the benefit of doing free shipping. And that's how you keep the value of your offer on point. Right? You don't do all the free stuff here. You do it when they start buying volume from you, because that's how you push that customer to get more bottles every time. All right, so you want to push your customers to buy volume, not just 1 unit. Again, you're not going to make money by selling one unit. Like, you're just not going to. And I get those emails sometimes with customers saying, "Hey, Marco, I'm selling, products. I'm selling products and I'm not making margin. What am I doing wrong?" And I'm like, "Well, how many bottles are you selling per order?" And guess what? The answer is always one. And usually it's like an expensive item like protein or pre-workouts. And I'm like, "You're doing it wrong. Like, you cannot make money with one bottle. You just can't." So here, that was the revenue for the 3 bottles. And that gave him a $135.35 gross margin, which is a little less or more than 2 points. So 76.46% gross margin. So still pretty good. He was making, more than twice of the 30% gross margin norm that I have, at least for business, which is like, you got a gross margin at least 30%. So he was making more than double that right from day one. And I hadn't even negotiated the price per unit at that point when he started. I was just charging him the price that we have on the catalog. That's it, right? Because that's what everybody gets when they start. And then the 6-bottle pack, he's selling that one for $294 with free shipping. And then the gross margin in this case is $218.47, a 74.30% gross margin. So 2 points less, but still super high. Okay, now this is gross margin, right? So the gross margin is before your advertising budget and before the overhead that he may have. In my conversations with him, the cost to acquire a customer was anywhere between $20 to $60, right? So it depends on the campaign. It depends on how you optimize your advertising. But he was doing anywhere between $20 to $50, $60 to acquire that one customer. So he was able to cover the advertising budget or the cost to acquire that customer with all three. Maybe this one, he was losing a little bit of money, but then he focused on monetizing the 3-pack and the 6-pack. So whatever he lost here, he make up with the sales of the 3 and the 6-pack, right? So that's the advantage of having multiple options in the event, or in the case of selling one bottle, is that you're making enough revenue. Here, he was making enough revenue to cover all the expenses, like all the overhead and all the customer acquisition costs. So his net profit here was like what, 170, 180, maybe 150, which is awesome for e-commerce. Awesome. You do 1,000 orders a month on $150 net profit, you're golden, right? But your cost to acquire a customer really depends on your ability to advertise, to do your marketing, to optimize your creatives, your advertising campaigns, right? That's what you do. That's what you manage, so that you can get a net profit here, right? That makes sense to you, which can be, $20, $50, $100, whatever, but it's up to you. Like, it's your net profit. You control that scalability, right? But this is the offer that he had. 1 bottle of just one product, 3 bottles and 6, and these were the numbers. These are real numbers. So 78.61, 76.46, and 74.30 gross margin. This is truly amazing, guys. And you can do this with Rock Tonic. You don't have to sell this particular product, or you can create the offer or the bundle that you want to you. You can sell to whatever target audience that you want. The idea is that you come up with an offer that makes sense for everybody. Your customers, yourself, and Rock Tonic. And with our business model, you can achieve it, definitely. Now, these are the actual results that he had with this core offer. He did 20,347 sales of the 1 bottle option. So he sold to 20,000 plus people, Maybe there were reorders there. I'm sure there were, but he did 20,000 sales plus, and his revenue for that was 1.4 million. Again, just selling one supplement, the male enhancement supplement. For the 3-bottle pack, he sold 7,328 orders. So his revenue there was 1.29 million. And then the 6-bottle pack, he did 2,452 sales of that one. And so his revenue there was $700K, $720,000. And so his total revenue was 3.4 million at an average gross profit margin of 76%. Isn't this amazing, guys? And then from that point forward, like these are the results to date, right? These are the results to today. So from here on, like the sky is the limit, right? So he's done this for 2 years, and he was able to start a supplement branding business with one product. He created his label, he sent it to us, we reviewed, approved, we got his online store set up and integrated, and he started selling. He started doing advertising, and he was able to achieve these results with our business model. Now, you guys can make less, you guys can make the same, or you guys can make more, but that's up to you, right? It's up to your advertising, your marketing, your sales strategies, your email marketing. You know, if you have influencers or brand ambassadors, like the idea is that you work and focus all your time and your capital to work on your marketing so that we can support you with the order fulfillment, and you can get to these numbers. You can do less, again, the same or more. It's completely up to you. We will support you either way. Now, do you want me to tell you a secret? Do you want me to tell you what's the most exciting thing for me? Is this right here. Is this email. Is the last email that I get from a customer before they launch. You know, we made a ton of money, right, with this client, and we still are. Like we made a ton of money, right? Like Roctomic. We earned money on product sales, and yes, making money, of course, is exciting. Who can say that making money is not exciting, right? Nobody can say that. Like it truly is. Like when you're making money through your business, it feels great, right? Because that means that all the work, all the effort that you're putting every single day, like it's paying off, right? So if somebody says, yeah, making money is not cool, like that's not true. Making money is great because that's how you grow. That's how you grow financially. That's how you grow your business. That's how you grow your concept, your idea, right? What you want to achieve. You do it through funds. You do it through resources, through capital. So yeah, making money with this client and with thousands of other clients that are working with us feels great, but this is the best part. Like this is like that silence, you know, before the sound of the storm, you know, and I'm gonna say storm in a good way. Like the storm is good in this case, which is like when all the orders are coming in, that's the storm. So this is the silence before the storm, and this is the most exciting part for me when running Roctomic, is getting this email, which is like the email before the launch. So this is what he wrote to me on July 18th of 2023. He said, Marco, thank you so much for everything. My store was successfully integrated and the orders are coming in hot. How soon can each customer receive their orders? And then here I have JR, he's my integrations specialist, and it's just telling me that the store is done, like it's integrated, it's ready to go. And so JR said, done, see our chat, right? He sent me additional information about the integration just to make sure that everything was good in the back end. And then I replied to him, glad to hear it. Orders are fulfilled within 24 to 48 business hours from the time they import into our system. And then I replied to JR saying, awesome, thank you. So this is the best part, you know, it's that final email before the client going live. And then at that point, we hope that client does super well. At that point, we hope that the client does amazingly well. And of course, you know, we have onboarded more than 25,000 members. You know, some members, you know, don't do well. Some members do medium well. Some members do super well. And then some clients do, you know, extraordinary well. right? So everybody has different results, but it's all proportional to how much time and effort you put into your marketing and your sales. But we're going to support your business, and we're going to fulfill orders and do the best that we can to make sure that your business can grow and scale like this company did. So in just 2 years, they were able to scale to 3 million plus, just selling one product. And his online store structure was super simple. You went to the domain, right? So you went you went online and you typed in the domain, and then this is the secret, right? This is what you should have for your online store. Like if you don't have this, you're missing out on tons of revenue. Spend time, invest money on a VSL. What's a VSL? A video sales letter. If you have like a video that shows the story about your product and your brand, like this brand did, like he had a story, he had a video, with like the voice and images, like an actual video, like kind of like a very well produced video where, somebody told his own story of how his life was and how his life changed because of this product. If you have like a good VSL, and then you have written content about product and the benefits and some reviews, and then the purchasing options, you're golden. That's all you need. That's all you need. A great video sales letter that can tell the story, right, of somebody who used the product and how that benefit their life. Like people buy more when they see video content. So video content, like I always say, is king. If you don't have a VSL in your store, you're missing out on tons of revenue. Right? So you do your marketing. That means you get people to click on the ad and then go to your store. How do you get them hooked? With a VSL, like a very well put together VSL, video sales letter. You guys should look it up. Go on Google and look up what is a VSL, and then you can see examples. Like there's tons of content about VSLs. But that's how this brand was able to scale to 3 million plus with a great video sales letter. If you do that, you're going to be able to take those visitors into your online stores and turn them into actual customers. Of course, you got to have a good video sales letter. And guess what? We actually offer the service in-house of creating that VSL for you. Like we do. We can make that VSL. And that's how he did it. People went to his store, they saw that video, they saw written content, and then the purchase option. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 6 bottles with the best value. And then if I show you the ShipStation account for this brand, it's right here. As you can see here, he did Rock 502, which is a mail enhancement. He sold 20,000 plus of just 1 unit. That's the revenue. He sold the 7,000 plus orders for the 3-pack, and then the 2,400 orders for the 6-pack. That's the revenue right there. So he sold a total, and this is between January of 2023 and today. So he has sold 3,000 plus units with a very simple product, very simple offer, but a powerful VSL, a powerful video sales letter. And that's how he was able to convert, most of it, like cold traffic, into customers, and many of those on reorders, of course. That's the power of e-commerce, having the right offer, having the right content, in this case, a video sales letter, and then having Rocktomic on the back end supporting your business and doing your fulfillment. This is what you can achieve. Now, you got to be able to do your marketing, right? I'm not saying that things will happen magically or that things are just going to fall from the sky for you. Like, no, you got to do marketing, you got to do advertising. But if you do that right, I just show you how to structure your website and your offer so that you can have the best chance at making the best out of your supplement brand and business. So you don't need a super overcomplicated, sales page or funnel. One product, multiple purchasing options, a powerful video sales letter, content, and then getting your people, your customers to buy. Make them go through that process in a very simple way. And if you do that, again, you're going to have better chances at doing well with e-commerce, right? You can make an extra 3,000, 5,000, 20,000, 50, 100,000 a month. It's up to you. But with Rocktomic Labs, we can help you get there 100%. Now, how can we do that? We can do that through our 2025 VIP lifetime membership. That's how we can help you get to that point. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get started with Rocktomic Labs right from tonight. So, do we have people here that are not clients of Rocktomic yet? If you are not a client of Rocktomic, go ahead and type in non-client yet, so that I know how many people we actually have here that are not clients of Rocktomic. And if you are a client, feel free to type in client. Okay, so if you are not a client, type in no client yet or non-client yet. And then if you are a client, go ahead and type in client. I just want to know how many people we have here, right, for either group. Okay, so if you're not a client, feel free to type in not a client yet or non-client yet. And then if you are a client, type client. Okay, you don't have to, but feel free to type in if you're a client or not of Rocktomic. As you do that, let's go ahead and talk about the 2025 VIP Lifetime, which is basically what's going to give you the tools that you need so that you can set up your brand with us, be ready to launch, and then start doing your advertising and your marketing. All right, so with the 2025 VIP Lifetime Membership, first thing and the most important thing is we're going to give you access to our entire private label supplement catalog with no inventory purchases up front. Okay, so you're going to get access to our catalog that has more than 140 private label supplements so that you can start your brand with no inventory purchases. Okay, so we're not going to require you to do that. There are some drop shipping companies now that are actually asking their clients to buy minimum order quantities of product. So to me, that's not a real drop shipping company. A real drop shipping company should not ask you to buy inventory unless your business plan requires it or unless you want to buy product, right? Maybe you want to get access to, a custom formula, or maybe you want to modify the packaging. Like maybe you want to buy products so that you can get a lower price, but it's completely up to you. What I'm saying is that you're not required to buy product from our stock formulas, right? From our stock products in order to get started. So this right here saves you a ton of capital and time and effort from the beginning. Number two, we're going to give you access to our dropshipping business model with automated fulfillment and on-demand label printing. Okay, so access to product with no minimums and access to dropshipping with automated fulfillment and on-demand label printing. So that as soon as you get your labels approved and your store integrated, like the brand that we work with that I show you did, you can start selling immediately. With this membership, we're going to give you unlimited label creation and regulatory compliance. So we're going to give you guys access to unlimited label design. That means that we can create as many labels as you need. All you got to do is just send us your logo and your label concept, and our in-house designers will take it from there. Now, this is the only condition that we ask. We're going to give you as many as 20 labels to start, right? 20 labels to start. And then once you make your first 50 sales, we are going to unlock 10 more labels and so on. So we're going to give you 20 label designs to start for 20 different products. Once you make 50 sales, then that's when we're going to continue doing more labels for you for free. So with this membership, you will never have to pay for label creation as long as you're doing sales, right? As long as you're moving product. Okay, and I think this is a very reasonable condition, right? And having 20 products to start with, like as many as 20, is like plenty. It's more than enough. Now, we're also going to create a Shopify store for you. And we're going to create a similar store to the store that this brand that I just showed you have. It's going to be like pretty much the same structure, right? It's going to have like your core offer, it's going to have content, and it's going to have your purchase options, like your different options to buy either a 1-pack or a 3-pack or maybe a bundle or maybe a subscription. It's going to have a very similar structure. Okay, so we're going to create a very similar online store as the brand that I just showed you have. And again, we're going to be able to provide 20 product uploads, so we can set up as many as 20 products in your store. And then as soon as you make 50 sales, then we can continue creating or uploading more products to your store free of charge, which again, I think is a very reasonable condition, right? You get 20 as a starting point, like max. Once you make your first 50 sales, we unlock more product uploads or setups in your store. We're also going to give you 2 additional API integrations for 2 additional selling channels once you make 50 sales. Right, so once we create your online store for you, we're going to do API integration. So we're going to connect it to our fulfillment software so that you can start selling. And then if you want to sell the same products on a different sales channel, let's say you want to sell them on Amazon or Walmart or eBay, or you want to have like a separate online store with the same brand and the same products, then we're going to do 2 additional integrations for 2 more sales channels, which normally costs money, right? It costs money to get more integrations, but we're going to throw in 2 additional integrations so that if you want to expand your products to other platforms aside from your Shopify store, then you can do it without extra charges. Okay. You're going to get lifetime access to our private label bulk order program. So if you want to buy product in bulk, like if you have a medical practice, if you have a gym, if you have a retail store, or if you want to do Amazon FBA, for example, you can buy from just 24 units per product. It's the lowest MOQ that you will find in the industry, right? If you don't have a membership, you normally have to buy 150 units per product. But with this membership, you can buy as low as 24 units per product. If part of your business plan is to have bulk orders, right? If you want to sell in a physical store. Okay, you're not obligated to, but if you want to buy in bulk, you can just buy from 24 units. And in addition to that, if you want to create your own custom formula, like if you want to create your own capsule or powder, like your own pre-workout or sleep formula or male enhancement supplement, you can actually make a custom formula with Roctomic from just 288 units as the minimum order quantity. Without a membership, our MOQ is 1,000 units, but with this membership, you can get a quote on your custom capsule or powder, either the formula or the packaging, from just 288 units. Okay, 288 unit MOQ per product. Again, the lowest MOQ that you will find in the industry. You're going to have access to our exclusive step-by-step onboarding process that you can follow on your own and at your own pace so that you can create and launch your own supplement brand. So you're going to get access to a dashboard where you will see how to go through every step to create and launch your brand. You're going to have access to our full support team to help you in every step of the way. And you can book free one-on-one scheduled support calls, which are available with my team. So you can submit a ticket to get support, or you can book a call with anybody in my team. We're going to help you either way. Okay, so those are the standard things that you get with the 2025 VIP lifetime membership. Now, what we have added for this year are 3 things. 3 extra things. Number one, you're going to get VIP consulting access. Okay, so you're going to have 3 consultations with Rocktomic. These are 30-minute consultations with 3 different people for 3 different reasons, right? So the first 30-minute consultation that you're going to have is with me. Okay, now, why would you have a 30-minute consultation with me? So that we can discuss your business plan in detail, right? So I'm going to ask you, like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to do drop shipping? Do you want to do bulk orders, custom formulas? What do you want to do as far as your products? Like, what's your marketing angle? Like, basically discuss like what it is that you want to achieve with Rocktomic, right? And I ask you all those questions so that I can provide recommendations and additional guidance to ensure that your onboarding process with Rocktomic goes as smooth and fast as possible. I normally charge for my consultations, not because of me being me, but because of the knowledge and the information that I have of seeing thousands of people either succeed or fail. So in a way, I know what works with my business model and with this industry because of the experience that I have seen, from thousands of members. And so the idea is to hear what you want to do and then give you recommendations and guidance so that you don't make mistakes, right? The idea is that you go through the onboarding process in the best way possible and make sure that I clarify everything on our end in regards to what we do and what we don't do. Okay, so that's the first consultation that you get with this new 2025 VIP Lifetime. Number 2, we're going to do a 30-minute consultation with Naveen Khan. He's our product head consultant. And what he's going to do in that consultation is he's going to help you properly select your products or bundles for your target audience so that he can help you enhance your offer. So if you don't know what products to sell, then he will recommend the best products and bundles for your target audience. So basically, you're going to have a product consultant on your team helping you select the best winning products for your audience. And so that is super valuable. Finally, you're going to get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with our marketing expert, Daniel Luca, so that he can learn about your current marketing strategies or ideas or what you want to do. And then he can share what's actually working in the industry as far as marketing goes. Right? So he'll ask you questions like, what do you want to do? How do you want to advertise? Do you want to use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? And then based on what you want to do, he will give you recommendations. He will share with you like the current marketing trends to make sure that you have like a little bit of more information on how to push a marketing campaign in the best way. Okay, so you're going to have those 3 calls that are basically going to help you with your business model so that you can do this right. Okay, so we're going to throw that in for free. Again, we normally charge for those. Okay, we normally charge for these consultations. And we have several people that pay for them to get them. We're going to throw them in on this membership for free. Now, you're going to have access to VIP documentation. You're going to get access to our document templates for online store compliance. You're going to get access to our template for FDA disclaimers, order refund policies, privacy policies, shipping policy, website disclaimer, and website terms and conditions. So basically all the proper information and documentation for your online store to be compliant. We're going to provide the templates. All you got to do is just change your brand name. And if you want to change some of those policies so that they fit what you want to provide your customers, we just basically make it easier for you to have that documentation on your store. So that's super valuable. We're going to give you our full MSRP report, which we are actually updating right now. We're adding, tons of new products that we added over the last couple of weeks. You're going to get access to our top 25 bestsellers list. You're going to get access to our exclusive cost of goods and profit margin calculator. So we put together a calculator so that you can calculate like your retail price and then see what the profitability is going to be for every order. And you're going to have access to our inventory report, which is going to show you product availability, and this report updates twice a day. And then we have a few other VIP bonuses. We're going to give you access to our funnel template library, access to our VIP Facebook mastermind group with monthly live training, access to our product information database, and we're going to give you access to our exclusive onboarding bootcamp. which is basically a 6-day bootcamp that I recorded of me going through the process of creating a brand with my company, with my onboarding process. And I basically go into detail of how you go through every step of the way. So the idea is that you watch that onboarding bootcamp, and then as soon as you finish watching it, then you go and you do your onboarding for your brand so that you can make it, you know, the best experience possible for you. Okay, so like I said before, if you want to launch this business, like if you want to launch your own supplement brand, the traditional way or the wrong way, you are going to invest more than $50,000 easily. And people here that have tried doing this in the past, I'm sure that you're going to be 100% in agreement with me that you are going to invest, you know, 30, 40, 50, 70, maybe 100,000 on everything that you need to get your brand up and running. And then at the beginning of the presentation, I also said that you can actually start with Roctomic for less than the price of a 98-inch plasma or I cannot forget the name, but you know, for less than a 98-inch TV, like a digital TV, like one of the new TVs that you can find at Best Buy. Okay, now we started with this 2025 VIP lifetime membership at $5,000. That's the regular price, right? And I'm absolutely positive that this price is actually low for everything that you're getting. But even though this is the launch price for this membership, we actually went in and did a special promotion so that we can offer it to you for less than half. So you can get started tonight and have access to everything that you see here for just $19.97. And you can pay $19.97 in one payment, or you can actually do a two-pay. So you can pay $9.99 tonight and then $9.99 in 30 days. Now, we only work with a few people per week, like a few people at a time. And so tonight we only have 10 spots, right? So we will only be able to sell this membership to 10 of you, 10 people, because we want to make sure that we are working with you guys and providing support and make sure that we can service you properly, right? Like we don't want to sell, you know, dozens or, you know, hundreds of memberships and then not being able to help you properly. So we're only doing 10 spots for tonight. So if you want to get started right from tonight and get access to everything that you've seen here, that's your investment with Roctomic for access to all the products with no inventory, unlimited label design, unlimited online store design, the lowest MOQs for bulk orders, the lowest MOQs for custom formulas, for all the VIP consulting access and documentation and bonuses. You get all of what you see on the screen for just a one-time fee of $19.97. But we're going to do something special tonight. We're going to do this membership free. So we're going to give it to you for free, and I'm going to show you how it's going to be a free membership. For the first 5 people that sign up tonight, the first 5, we are going to give you a $2,000 PLDS credit. So technically, I am paying you $3 for you to sign up tonight. So the first 5 people that sign up tonight and pay the $19.97, the first 5 people will get a $2,000 product credit, which basically is a credit that will cover the cost of product for your sales from your online store once you start selling. So basically, I'm including $2,000 worth of inventory in your account so that when you complete the onboarding process, right, once you select products, you get your labels done, you get your online store set up and integrated, and you start selling, you're going to have a $2,000 product credit that will cover the cost of product for up to $2,000. So we're going to basically give you $2,000 worth of inventory for free. So that makes the membership tonight for the first 5 people free. And again, I'm actually paying you $3 for you to get started. So this is insane. Now, you may ask, why are we doing this? Why are we giving a $2,000 credit? Well, we're doing this because if you can sell once you launch, like once you complete the onboarding process and you can sell $2,000 worth of product, what does that mean? It means that once you use your credit, you're going to continue selling and making money, and then we are going to make money with you. So for me, giving you the $2,000 back in the form of credit for product cost, it's the best investment that I can make in your brand and business. I already invested in product. We've invested millions of dollars on inventory. We are paying the designers. We are paying the developers with the 1997. We're paying our staff to get you through the onboarding process. So that 1997, I'm going to have to pay it to my staff to get you onboarded. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in my pocket and give you $2,000 in the form of credit so that you can have inventory worth of $2,000 when you start selling. Because if you can make $2,000 in sales, you're going to make a lot more. I can guarantee you that. But again, this is only for the first 5 people. We're not going to give this to everybody. We're not going to give this to all 10 people tonight. It's just the first 5. So if you are ready to get started right now and take advantage of the first 5 people promotion, where we give you the $2,000 credit, go ahead and sign up. And you can sign up for the 1997 or you can do the 2-pay. I don't care. If you're the first 5, whether you do the 1997 or the 997, you're going to get the credit. So this is not exclusive to those of you who pay the 1997 in full tonight. If you want to do it, great. If not, that's fine too. But we're going to give this to the first 5 people. So Aaron, he's my business partner, and he's actually in the presentation, and he's been answering tons of questions. He actually just did it. He just posted the link for you guys to sign up. So go to www.rocktomic.com/webinar. If you go there, and you can, if you're on your phone watching this presentation, you can go on your computer so that you're not missing out on the presentation, right? So have your computer, your phone. On your computer, you can go to this domain, and then you can sign up right now so that you can get advantage of the promotion for the first 5 people. Okay? We're not going to be able to do this for the 10 people. Even though we have 10 spots for tonight, we're going to do only this for the first 5. So if you go and you sign up right now, you're going to get this credit. So again, it's like paying you $3 to sign up tonight. Technically, it's paying you $3. So you're making money out of me, right? But I'm fine with it because once you use your credit, we're going to be able to make money together, right? So for me, investing in you, like you invest in me tonight, and then I reinvest back in you, and then we make money together. So for me, it's like a win-win, right? Everybody wins. There is absolutely no drop shipping company out there doing this right now for their customers. Every drop shipping company out there is charging you monthly fees and asking you to buy product upfront. To me, that's not drop shipping. It's not the spirit of drop shipping. The spirit of drop shipping is you pay as you sell. And we're taking it further by actually giving you credit right from the get-go. So what you're investing right now is going to be put back into your account for product credit, which is, in my opinion, amazing. Okay, so make sure that you guys claim your spot. We only have 5 spots for the credit. So if you're in the first 5, you will get the $2,000 credit in your account by morning. I'm going to have my support team. I'm going to send the list of the first 5 people that signed up tonight to my support team so that they can add your credit. But the condition is that you sign up right now. Okay, so go to www.rocktomic.com/webinar. Make sure that you sign up. You can do the 1-pay or 2-pay, completely up to you. And then if you are in the first 5, you're going to get the voucher. Okay, so my business partner, Aaron, he just posted the link. You can just, he actually posted it in the comments too. So you can just click on it and then sign up right now. Now, let me explain how to use this credit for product, right? Just to make sure that there's no misunderstandings. In order to claim your credit and in order to use it, you have to complete the onboarding process. Like you have to select products, get your labels done, your online store set up and integrated, and you have to go live. Like you have to launch your brand. And then when orders like real drop shipping orders come from your store, then that's when we will apply the credit to the product cost. So you still will have to pay for fulfillment, shipping, credit card fees, but you won't pay for the product. But these are only for orders that are coming from your online store. So you will not be able, I say again, you will not be able to use this credit for sample orders or label approval orders or bulk orders or custom formulas or any other service, right? So this is a credit that is exclusive to the drop shipping orders that are coming from your store. Okay, so that's the condition to use this credit. So this is to reward people that complete the process and they start doing sales through their online store. You will be able to use your credit to cover product cost only once you do that. Now, if you are a client of Rocktomic and you signed up for other memberships that are less than the 1997, if you want to get access to everything that we're doing tonight, you can upgrade. Okay, so for example, we have had other memberships in the past for 197 or 297. We've done memberships for 747 in the past. They were, of course, different memberships. They had different things. It's not the membership that we have now for 2025 is completely different from everything we've done in the past. But if you already paid for a membership fee, like a low cost, for like a simplified membership fee, if you sign up tonight and you upgrade, so if you pay the 1997, then you will get access to the credit and you will get access to all the perks and benefits that you're seeing here tonight. Okay, so if you are a client and you want to upgrade, you can still benefit. But the idea is that you sign up tonight. The idea is that you sign up tonight so that you can claim the credit. And again, you got to be amongst the first 5 to upgrade. Okay, so you can do the one payment and just get it over with tonight, or you can do a 2-pay, which is $9.99 tonight, $9.99 in 30 days. And if you are within the first 5 members that sign up tonight, you will get the $2,000 credit. Okay, so the link is right there. There you have the domain, which is www.rocktomic.com/webinar. You can also click on the link that Aaron just shared here in the chat box. You can just click there and that will take you to the checkout page. That checkout page, it will show you everything that you're seeing here on the screen. It's just a replication of what you're seeing there. And if you sign up and you are amongst the first 5, then you're going to get that credit. So make sure that you do that. Again, it's virtually a free membership that we're giving you just to reward you for signing up tonight and 2, for completing the process and start making sales. Again, there is no other dropshipping company that is doing this. Also, super important, this 1997 fee is a one-time payment. That's super important. It's a one-time fee. So you pay this once and that's it. You don't have to pay for another membership unless you want to upgrade, right? Let's say we have in a year or 2 another membership and you want to upgrade, you can do it. But this is not a monthly or a yearly fee. This is a one-time fee. So it's your initial investment and that's it. And then we don't have a monthly fee for the drop shipping service. You know, basically every other drop shipping company out there that's similar to Rocktomic is charging you a monthly fee. You don't have any monthly fees with us for drop shipping, right? We have additional services, like we can do many other things for your brand and your business, and some of those services they have one-time payments or they have monthly fees, but all of those are a la carte. They're optional, right? So you can choose other things from Rocktomic too and pay for them. But to get everything that's on the screen, and this is enough, right, to start your supplement brand and business, all you pay is just the 1997, and then no monthly fees after this. So there's other drop shipping companies that are going to charge you, you know, $97 a month or $50 a month or $150 a month. And so if you put it together, like after a year of being with them in business, right, you are paying the $1,000 or the $2,000 anyway. And then you got to pay them monthly for every single year that you're in business with them. So if you're with them for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're paying, $3, $5, $10,000 just on membership fees. With Rock Tommy, you just pay the $19.97 and you're set. That gives you access to all the product catalog with no inventory. We do on-demand drop shipping. So after the $19.97, you just pay for the fulfillment of orders. Like you just pay for product fulfillment, shipping, credit card processing fees, and that's it. Okay, so that's super important to clarify because I get that question a lot. Okay, so make sure that you're within the first 5. We're getting some sales now. We're getting some memberships coming in. I'm getting the notifications. And as soon as we get the first 5, I'm going to read out the names so that you guys know that you were amongst the first 5. So make sure that you guys are within that first group so that you guys can claim your $2,000 product credit. Okay, so as you guys do that, I'm actually going to check the chat here and see if there are any questions that I can answer as you guys sign up. Okay, so Aaron, it seems that we have a couple of people trying to pay, but the payment is not going through. Yeah, so if you guys are trying to sign up and pay and your payment is not going through, let us know so that we can send you a manual invoice. And Aaron, I'm going to need your help with that. So if we can use Stripe to send the manual invoices to those people that are failing payments. Guys, one reason for a payment failing is maybe your credit card is being blocked by the bank, and you have to like reply to an email or to a text message saying that the transaction is safe, and then you can just try it again, and then it should work. So make sure that you're checking your phones for any emails or any text messages from your bank blocking the payment, due to security or safety reasons. So make sure you're checking on that because I'm seeing here some of you guys that are having trouble with the payment. Okay, and then we can also send you a manual invoice so that you can try paying the membership that way. That's another option in the event of your credit card not going through. Okay, so let us know if your payment failed. But before we send you the invoice, yeah, so make sure that you're checking your phone and checking your emails and text messages from your bank who may be blocking the transaction, so you have to approve it. I normally do that when I do a payment. I get a text message from Chase saying, hey, do you authorize this transaction for this much money? And I just reply yes, and then I have to try the payment again, and then it goes through. So check on that, and we can send you an invoice. Or you can try again after you're checking for that text message or email to make sure that everything is being cleared with the bank. So we have many supplements that are halal friendly, meaning they don't have any gelatin. Like we have tons of herbal supplements with like a veggie capsule. So Abdul, We have tons of products from our catalog that you can actually sell as halal vitamins and supplements. And once you sign up tonight, when we book that 30-minute consultation, I can actually show you how you can check the catalog for products that you can sell as halal friendly. But we definitely have a huge selection of herbal supplements that don't have any gelatin, that they don't have any pork ingredients on them. Okay, so Abdul, yes, we do have several clients that are promoting and marketing a big selection of our products as halal friendly because of them not having the prohibited animal based ingredients. Okay, so when a supplement is vegetarian or vegan, that means that it's only plant based, which means that it doesn't have any animal ingredients in it. So those you can sell as halal friendly. Okay, so we don't label them as halal in our catalog. We just try to focus on the main features of supplements like non-GMO or sugar-free, gluten-free, basically like the regulatory compliance items. We try to disclose those on the catalog. But everything that you see as herbal or plant-based in the catalog, you can sell as halal friendly. And again, in our consultation, I can show you which are those products because we do have a big selection of them, definitely. Okay, so I'm just reviewing here for more questions. Yes, you can label them as halal. You can, because again, they are plant-based, right? They are plant-based supplements, so they don't have any animal ingredients in them. So you can label them as halal. Okay, so I'm going here through other questions that we have. I know that you guys were asking a lot of questions throughout the presentation, and I think Aaron was able to answer a lot of these questions, but I'm going to go through the questions on my end as well to see if there's any question there that we didn't answer or that we have to elaborate on. Okay, so Abdul and Mike, are you still having trouble with the link or submitting payment? Let me know so that we can help you through a manual invoice. And then I have Danny Brown Suchat asking, what are the other top niches? So for 2025, the other top niches are longevity. Longevity is a top niche right now, and there are tons of brands and companies developing supplements or doing private label supplements within those niches, within the niche of longevity and neuro hacking, or basically, body hacking, right? We have a great product for longevity, and not a lot of people know about it. I'm surprised that when we launch it in our catalog, like not a lot of people selected that product, but we have resveratrol. Resveratrol, it's an amazing product that can provide longevity benefits for the body. And we have that for private label. So longevity is definitely one of the top niches right now, and they are going to be very hot within the next 2 to 3 years. So developing a longevity supplement brand could be a great business model to execute in 2025. Male enhancement supplements, definitely a top niche. Another top niche is women's hair, nails, and skin. So we have our powder collagen, we have a capsule collagen, we have biotin, and we have collagen gummies, which all help with nails, hair, and skin for women. That's also a very hot niche right now. So if we have anybody here who is like an influencer for women, if you are like promoting right now like other biotin or collagen supplements for like other brands and making like a 1% commission and a free t-shirt, you can definitely create your own supplement brand with Roctomic and then truly start monetizing your audience. So we have collagen, biotin, we have powder, capsule, and gummies. um, Collagen gummies are actually very, very hot right now with TikTok Shop. And we can integrate with TikTok Shop through a Shopify store. So if you want to use TikTok for your marketing, for your sales, like we can support that model as well. And we do generate the tracking numbers within the first 1 to 2 business days, which is something that TikTok requires. So collagen, biotin, for hair, nails, and hair is a top niche. We talked about longevity, body hacking, and neural hacking. So all of our neural supplements, we have the Neuro Plus, we have 5-HTP, um, we have our anxiety formula. All those help with the neural hacking niche as well. Okay, so I'm just going here through more questions. Give me 1 second. I'm just answering a few emails that you guys are sending me so that we can help you with the payment, because I think several of you guys are trying to pay but having issues with the link. This is a new membership, and so there could be some issues with our link as well. So we're going to send you a manual invoice. Um, and definitely those of you who are trying to pay but were not able to do so within the first 5 because of links or because of the payment not going through, if we send you the invoice and you pay tonight as we are in the presentation, then we're going to give you guys the credit. Okay. So I said that we're going to give them to the first 5 people that signed up, and we have a lot of people that are signing up. But those of you who have tried and have not been able to, like, we're going to give you the credit too, because you maybe were in the first 5, but you were just not able to pay properly. So let me just review here some of the emails. Aaron, I just forward you the email of Mike so that you can have his name, email, phone number, and then you can generate that manual invoice through Stripe, which is our payment processor. I also have the email from Abdul. So let me forward that email to you, Aaron, as well. Okay, so I just sent you those 2, and then I'm going through my emails here. I have one from Lisa, so I'm forwarding you the email from Lisa, Aaron, so that you can also send her the manual invoice. Again, those of you who have tried to pay and were not able to do so because of troubles with the link or with the payment, just send me an email. I think Aaron typed my email in the chat. So send me an email, and then we'll send you a manual invoice. And then if you pay tonight as we go through the presentation or the last few minutes of the presentation, we're still going to give you the credit. Okay? Okay, I also have an email from Angelo. Angelo, if you are still in the presentation, I'm going to forward your email to Aaron so that he can send you a manual invoice. I also have an email from Christine. So Christine, I'm sending your email to Aaron so that he can also send you a manual invoice. Okay, so guys, please bear with us. It seems that several of you guys had issue with the payment link, but we can definitely send you a manual invoice so that you guys can complete your payment tonight and take advantage of the offer. So again, like I said before, if you have tried to pay and you have not been able to do so because of a trouble with the link or your payment, as long as you're doing the payment on your invoice tonight, then we will still credit you the $2,000 credit, okay? Okay, I also have an email from Sherman, which I'm also forwarding to you, Aaron. So that's like 5 or 6 emails so far. And those are the ones that I have. Okay, so again, guys, for the first 5 that sign up tonight, we're going to give you a $2,000 credit in your account. But the condition to use this credit is only for online orders that are coming from your store. So it's drop shipping orders. And it only covers the cost of product, right? It does not cover the cost of fulfillment, shipping, or credit card processing fees. And the credit is only good for drop shipping orders, right? So orders that are coming from your online store. It cannot be used for sample orders, label approval orders, bulk orders, or custom formulas. Okay, so I mentioned that prior. Just want to make sure that it's clear for everybody signing up. Okay, so I'm working here with Aaron to make sure that you guys get your invoices. Okay, so Mike, it seems that we got your payment for the manual invoice. Yeah, so it seems that the manual invoice worked. We are contacting everybody else to send you the manual invoice so that you guys can go ahead and sign up through the invoice, okay? Okay, we also got the payment from Sherman. So Sherman, we got your payment. So thank you for that. Okay, so Aaron will be working with you guys via email, sending you the invoices. So make sure that you pay your invoices as Aaron is sending them to you. He's going to be working with you on those. And then let me see if I have other questions here. So DLH is asking, what is the average shelf life? Are you referring to our drop shipping stock, or are you referring to like a bulk order if you place a bulk order of product, or are you referring to a custom formula? Because we have 3 types of programs, right? We have the drop shipping, which is product that is basically being shipped to your customers for like immediate consumption. Then we also have our bulk order program, which is when you're buying like 24 units or more of a product. That also has like a different lead time and shelf life. And then if we're making a custom product, then that also has a different shelf life. So it depends, right? So DLH is asking for drop shipping stock. So drop shipping stock can be anywhere between 6 to 36 months. Our drop shipping stock, the shelf life can be anywhere between 6 to 36 months of shelf life, right? And the drop shipping inventory that we have, like I said before, is product that we're shipping to customers for like immediate consumption. So even if it's like 6 months still to go on the product, the idea is that they consume it within 30 days, right? So they still have like, plenty of time to consume the product. But then when it comes to bulk orders, depending on the quantity, it could be more, right? It could be 12 months or it could be 16. It really depends on like the quantity. Like if you're buying a few units, like it could be the 6 or maybe a little bit less, like if you're buying 2 or 3. But if you're buying like 100 units or like 1,000, it can vary, right? It can be anywhere between 6 to 36, but mostly like 12 to 36. But whenever you're buying in bulk from us, like everybody's doing different things. Like we have clients that are buying monthly, right? So they buy like 100 units that they go through in a month, and then they're buying 100 more, and that's how they do it. So like if we're doing 6 months or 8 months for those or 12, like it's good, right? Because they're selling that like on the month, and that product is meant to be consumed like immediately. But then when you're buying in bulk or when you're buying a custom formula, always check what the expiration is of the expiration date is of the product that we have in stock so that it matches what your plan is. Right? If you're buying like 1,000 units and you're planning on selling those for like 2 years, because you're doing 10 or 12 units a month, which is fine. But if you're buying 1,000 units and you're planning on selling that like throughout 2 years, always make sure that when you're placing your purchase order, that you check with us on what the actual expiration date is of what we have in stock. Okay. We don't have that in our website because inventory is coming in and inventory is coming out with Rocktomic, like every day. Every week, we got product inventory coming in, and then we have product coming out as we fulfill. So it's super dynamic, right? So whenever you're placing an order, if it's drop shipping or bulk or custom, always reach out to my team and then ask, for this product, like mention the SKU, like for Rock 507, like what are the expiration date that you have for, a bulk order or a custom formula or whatever. Okay. So that is in regards to that. Okay, let me see if I can find other questions here. Abdul is asking, what about liability? Okay, that's a super important question. Liability. When it comes to supplements, liability is a great question, right? You need to understand how that works. So there's two types of liabilities in this business. One liability is for problems with the quality of the product. That's one possible liability, right? The product not being quality. And I'm not talking about my products. I'm talking about like supplements in general with any supplier, any manufacturer. So that's one type of liability, right? The problem with the quality of the product. And then another liability or type of liability for this type of business is you making false claims about the benefits of the product. So basically, liability due to your business practices, right? So when it comes to the first type of liability, which is product quality, every product that we source from our manufacturing partners, we make sure that those products are third-party tested and that we have access to the certificates of analysis of that third-party testing, which will show us that the products are, below the heavy metal content and that they don't have any bacteria like E. coli or salmonella. Like the idea is that the certificate shows that the product was tested and that it passed all the quality controls that will ensure that that product is safe for consumers to eat them, to use them, right? So all the products that we have have to be third-party tested. That's actually an FDA requirement for manufacturing and for having product. And so that's how we have never, Rocktomic has never had any recalls of products. Like we have never had a product with more heavy metal than allowed, or with any bacteria or contamination. Like we've never had that. And the reason for it is because our manufacturing partners do the third-party testing, and they give us the certificates of analysis so that we can see that the product was tested and that it is safe for people to consume them, right? And so we do not source any product that we don't get a certificate analysis for, right? We don't source any product, or we don't approve any product for our clients, for you guys, unless we have all those documentations and certificates and testing from the manufacturing facilities. I probably talk to 2 or 3 manufacturing facilities like on the weekly. Like I'm always getting emails and I'm getting messages on LinkedIn by different manufacturers. Hey, Rocktomic, we want to, be your new supplier for this product, and we want to give you access to our catalog and blah blah blah. And I always tell them, like whenever I start the conversation with them, I said, hey, I'm happy to look at your catalog and see what you have, but you got to have 3 things. And if you don't have those 3 things, like I'm not going to talk to you. Like I tell them just like that, like you got to have these 3 things, otherwise I'm not going to talk to you. And you can stop emailing me because I'm not going to reply. And I say, you need to have FDA registration. Like your manufacturing facility has to be FDA registered, and you need to send me that registration number so that I can look it up. I also say you got to send me your GMP certification, which is the good manufacturing practices manufacturing certificate, which ensures that they went through auditing, right? So that the manufacturing facility was audited and that it passed all the good manufacturing practices required by the GMP certification. And I also asked him to send me that certificate. And then I also asked him to send me the certificates of analysis of the products to make sure that they were third-party tested. And I want to see who's the lab. And I actually contact those labs and verify, hey, was this manufacturing facility, did they send you this product for testing? And I give them the lot number, and then I check. And out of 10 manufacturing facilities that I asked that for, like maybe 1 or 2 reply. So what does that tell you? That a lot of manufacturing facilities do not have those 3 basic things. Basic things, in my opinion, right? FDA registration, GMP certification, and the third-party testing. And so when they don't share that with me, or if they try to like go around the bushes, like trying to give me an explanation of why they don't have them, I just reply, no, thank you. And I say, like, I'm happy to work with you as long as you have those 3 things. Like once you have those 3 things, we can start the conversation. Because I'm not gonna put my clients, and I'm not gonna put Rocktomic at risk because of just like cheap pricing on product and working with your company. And that's the real conversations that I have with manufacturers. Like I'm not gonna be diplomatic about it. I'm gonna tell them straight up, hey, I'm happy to work with you. You gotta meet those 3 requirements, and if you're not willing to, like, just don't write me again, because we're not. Even if you offer me like supplements for pennies on the dollar, like for me, it's not about the price. For me, it's about the quality, because we're sourcing product for all of our members. Right. So we have, maybe 5,000, maybe 10,000 people selling like the same formula. So if that formula is wrong, is bad, we're going to have like thousands of complaints from customers, and that could kill everybody, our business, our clients' business. Right. So I've gotten manufacturing facilities like, try to pitch me on price. It's like, yeah, we're working on the FDA registration and we're working on this, and, just give us a chance and we can give you like, this product, the same product that you're sourcing from that other partner, we can give it to you for like 50-80% off. And I say, hey, this is not about price. I'm happy paying more to a manufacturing company as long as they meet the quality requirements, because that's how we protect Rocktomic, that's how we protect our clients, and that's how we protect, most importantly, the consumers that are taking those supplements. Okay. So I don't care. I don't want to source cheap product. Like, we get some people that email me and say, like your pricing is too much, it's too high, blah, blah, blah. And my reply to those is, well, yeah, because we're not sourcing product from overseas. We're not sourcing product from China or from India, where I'm not able to see what's happening in those factories. Like they could be putting like anything in those capsules or those gummies or those powders. Like they could be, they could not have actual machines blending, but people like with their hands just blending powder. Like we don't know. So I don't care, about sourcing cheap products so that I can offer you guys like cheap product. Like if you want to source cheap product from me, like I'm not gonna give you cheap product. I'm gonna try to give you competitive price, but I'm looking at the quality. Like I'm looking after that for you. Now, if you want like a supplement for like $1.50 or $2, like go ahead and buy from China. Like do it. But then, you're risking your customers, your business, your reputation, and contaminating, 200, 1,000 people for whatever. Like it's gonna cost you a lot more than $2 per unit. Like trust me. I have worked with so many clients and I have heard so many stories of clients sourcing cheap product. So whenever somebody says, "Oh, your pricing, is not so low," and blah blah blah, I'm like, "Hey, my product is quality, and quality comes with a price." And if I have a client selling a supplement for like $70 and making 3 million plus in revenue, like, what are you doing? Like if you're trying to make money, with just low pricing, like it doesn't work that way. I have clients that are paying, premium pricing to us, but they get in exchange, that peace of mind that they're not going to have product being drop shipped to their customers that is contaminated, that it has heavy metal. So yeah, I don't care working with a manufacturing company that can offer me, supplements for pennies on the dollars. Like I don't want to work with them. I want to work with manufacturing companies. Like I want to source product for my clients, for you guys, from companies that have done their due diligence or doing their GMP certification, FDA registration, and they're auditing their services and manufacturing process and staff and facilities, because we're talking about people's health, right? And people's health are like something serious. It's not something that we can negotiate the price of. Um, so yeah, so that's one liability, right? The quality. So we make sure that we source from vetted manufacturers, that we have all the documentation so that product is safe. And so if there is, right, and this is to answer your question, if there is a problem with quality, like if there is actual heavy metal or contamination and bacteria and that third-party testing was just not accurate, all the product is insured by the manufacturing facility, and Rocktomic also has a general liability insurance that will cover you for any occurrence for up to $2 million. So product that we source for you, us and the manufacturing facility, we take responsibility in the event of product not being quality. You just have to reach out to us, let us know the product, what happened, the lot number. So we'll send you like an email requesting all the information. We will send it to the manufacturing facility, like all the evidence, the images, the lot number, everything. And then they will do their internal investigation, and then they will trigger their insurance because of faulty product. And then you will be covered in those occurrences. That's for quality, right? That's if there is a quality problem. When it comes to the second liability that I mentioned to you, which is the business practices or your marketing or your claims or false claims that you're communicating your customers. Like if you're telling customers you're going to lose 1 pound a day, right? So try my product for the first 30 days and see how you lose 30 pounds the first month. Like if you do that and then you have customers not getting that result, yeah, you're going to get sued and you are on your own, because you shouldn't be making those claims, right? So you got to make sure that you are being transparent with your customers, and you got to make sure that you're making soft claims. You got to make sure that you're telling your customers that supplements, may support, they may help, they may enhance something, right? You got to do soft claims. For example, if you're selling a weight loss supplement, you can say, it boosts your metabolism. That's a soft claim. That's not a guaranteed result. That's not saying you're going to lose 1 pound a day. That's just saying that the supplement, because of its caffeine ingredient or other active ingredients in the formula, will enhance, will support, will boost your metabolism, which in turn will help you lose weight. But you're not saying that in a measurable way. That's a safe claim to make. If you're selling a sleep formula, don't say, for example, don't say you're going to fall asleep within 30 minutes or I'll give you your money back. Because trust me, customers may take longer than 30 minutes to fall asleep. Like they may, maybe they have like a huge lack of magnesium and they're just not getting their sleep and their rest, and they're just, they just have serious trouble sleeping. Maybe they're suffering from stress and worries, and like, and you can take the best sleep supplement out there and they're not gonna fall asleep, right? So you cannot make that claim. Fall asleep in 30 minutes or your money back guaranteed. Like, you cannot make those claims. Now, if you make them and you get in trouble with those customers, and you get several clients get together and they sue you for making those false claims, yeah, we won't be able to help you. Like, you won't be able to email me and say, hey, Marco, I got 30 clients that are not falling asleep with the formula, and then because we're going to ask you and we're going to find out that you were making those claims, and yeah, we cannot support you with those business practices. So try to stay away from those, right? Try to stay away from making like hard claims or guarantees, because supplements, they cannot make those hard claims or guarantees. Like, it's just not possible. Okay, I see another question here about Amazon. Yeah, so Amazon has two programs. They have Amazon FBA and then you have Amazon FBM. We can support both. Okay. Those people that have signed up tonight, I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow to get you instructions and book that first strategy call and get you guys going ASAP. Okay. Yeah, but for Amazon, we can do both. We can do Amazon FBA, so we can help you with shipping product to Amazon so that they can do the fulfillment through Prime. And then we can also support Amazon FBM. So basically, you set up your store with Amazon, and then we connect it to our fulfillment software, and we can do drop shipping for your Amazon FBM sales, right? Which means fulfilled by merchant, which in this case is us, right? We are your fulfillment partner. You're the merchant, but we can do FBM. So we can do both. You just got to make sure that you contact Amazon and set up your account with them on your own. We don't help with the account setup. You have to do that on your own. And as long as you comply with their requirements for your products and your brand, you have to trademark your brand. Like, there's some steps that you have to follow for Amazon, like trademark your business. You got to send your products to an NSF testing facility, and that testing has to be completed. And with that documentation in hand, you can get products approved on Amazon. We don't help with that process. We only do the integration, or we can ship product to an FBA warehouse. But we have several clients doing Amazon FBA with us. And FBM too. And the good thing is that we have very small MOQs for product. You can order from just 24 units, which is great. Like a lot of people, when they start, they don't want to buy thousands of units because they still don't know how well they're going to do, right? They don't know how well they're going to do with sales. So it makes no sense to buy thousands of units up front and then find out that you're not able to sell those, right? So we have clients that are buying 24 units, 50 units, 100 units, and then they're testing their advertising, their sales. And then once they start scaling, boom, they come back to me and they're buying 500 units, they're buying 1,000, 2,500, and then I give them better pricing. The soonest time with me is not in 2 weeks. That's for like everybody else. You guys, the VIP clients that are sign up with me tonight, you're gonna have availability from early next week. So don't worry about that, Mike. I am fully booked with several people, prospects, clients, but those of you who are signing up tonight, we can get started right from Monday. Okay, so we can have our strategy. I just have to send you different instructions for you to book. Okay, so don't worry about that, Mike. I have multiple calendars for multiple types of clients, so don't worry. Jesse's asking, do you guys have L-theanine and caffeine gummies? No, we do not have those products. Although caffeine supplements, like only caffeine supplements, have been a high demand request lately. I do consultations with potential clients every day, every week. I talk to maybe 20, 30 people on the daily. And caffeine products like caffeine supplements have come up a lot in those calls. So it could be that we source those for 2025. I just got to do my market research and see like how big that niche is, and what it's the revenue that that niche is bringing into the table, market wise or industry wise, before we make a decision on that. But it's been coming up a lot. Okay, guys, so we are gonna stay on for just 5 more minutes. So if there's anybody else who is ready to sign up, make sure that you do that. We are gonna finish the presentation in just 5 more minutes, and then we're not gonna be able to offer the special offers that we've done for tonight. So I'm just gonna go here over a few more questions before we finish for tonight. Danny is asking, does this membership cover me if I start multiple brands with you, or does each product carry a different cost? Not sure that I understand your question, Danny. Let me see if I can read it again and understand it. Does this membership cover me if I start multiple brands with you, or does each brand carry a different cost? Okay, so I think I understand. So you're saying, is this membership good for one brand only? Is that the question, Danny? Are you asking if this is good for one brand only? Perry is saying, okay, I already have 5 products with us, but you don't have an online store. How much would it cost me to get a Shopify? I have a Shopify, so what do I need to do? So Perry, all you got to do is just sign up for this membership, and then we will help you with the online store creation. So we're going to create it for you. Now, the good thing about this membership compared to the one that you have, which is a much cheaper membership that you gotta. I remember you. I know who you are, Perry. The difference with this membership is that we actually help you on a one-on-one basis, right? So the other membership that you got, which was a very cheap membership that we had for a while there, which just gave you access to a dashboard, and then you had to kind of like go through the steps on your own. But this membership, like we actually work with you on a one-on-one basis. So we can create your online store. We can help you with more label designs, as many as 20. All you got to do, Perry, is just sign up for this membership, and then we can help you with that. Abdul, so Amazon is requiring brands to trademark their brand name. That's a requirement from Amazon. Now, you don't have to start with Amazon. You can start with a Shopify store, or like a native Shopify store, and start doing revenue and sales there, and then transition to Amazon. But if you want, like if you must start with Amazon, they are requesting that you trademark your brand. Abdul, as far as certification for halal, That is only possible for custom product. Like if we do custom formulas for you, that's how we can get that certification, because it's a different process that we normally do for the stock formulas that we carry. So if you must have certification for halal, like the manufacturing has to be done with a manufacturing facility that is certified halal. So it's not just the product, it's the manufacturing facility, and they need to have halal certification. I do have a manufacturing facility. They can make certified halal product, but you have to buy inventory and you have to manufacture, and there is a lead time for that as well. The idea for the supplements that we have in our catalog is for product that is like pretty much ready to sell, right? You don't have to make it, you don't have to wait for manufacturing, or you don't have to wait for certification, like the product is ready. But if you must have halal certified, it's a whole different thing. Like it's got to be done through a manufacturing facility that is halal certified, right? And because there are actually religious ceremonies that have to be done at those manufacturing facilities. So it's not just like having a document. Like they actually do like religious. I don't know if I should say religious, but it's a general term that everybody can understand. But they have to go through like a blessing of the manufacturing and a bunch of other steps. So it's a whole different thing, right? If you want a halal certified product. What I said before is that you can label the products as halal friendly, meaning that they are friendly with a halal diet, right? So, but certified halal is like a different thing. It's a different claim, and that has to go through a process that is completely different and separate from what we do, right? Normally for supplements. So, just want to make sure that that's clear for you. All right, guys. So let's see. I'm gonna check with my partner. It seems that we were able to get most of you guys your invoices, and we have most of them paid. We have 2 that we have not received payment yet. So those of you who we send the manual invoices to, keep in mind that to claim the credit, you gotta pay during the presentation. So as soon as we finish the presentation, you can still sign up, like if you pay the invoice, but we won't be able to credit you, okay? So far we have, let's see, we have 14 people that had signed up either through the link or through a manual invoice. And we went over the limit of the 10 people because of those invoices, but that's fine. But we do have, let's see, through the link, we have 3. We have 3 more spots through the link. Yeah, we have 3 more spots through the link that we can still honor for the total 10 spots. So we can have 3 more signups, okay? So I'm gonna sweeten the deal here. I'm gonna make this deal a little bit better so that we can get those 3 people just to complete like the official 10 links that we set as the goal for tonight. Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight is everybody that signed up so far, either through the link or the manual invoice, you guys have the $2,000 credit. Okay, we had a little bit of a mess because of the links of the link not working for a lot of you guys. So instead of like just going through everybody and then seeing the times of payment, like we're just gonna give you guys a $2,000 credit across the board to everybody that signed up tonight. So far, everybody that signed up until now, and right now, let's see what the time is. Okay, I think I have a different time zone on my computer for some reason. It's gotta be because I'm traveling, I guess. But yeah, so to everybody that has signed up so far until like right now, right? You guys will get the $2,000 credit. Okay, so congratulations, everybody got the credit that signed up to either through the link or through the invoice. But since we have 3 more links, so we have 3 more spots that we did not complete through the link, For the next 3 people, if we have 3 more people that sign up, we're going to increase the credit to $2,500. And we're going to do that for everybody. So if we have 3 more people that sign up, just 3 more, so that we can complete the 10 official signups through the link, we're going to increase everybody's credit that has signed up so far to $2,500. Okay, the only condition is that we get those 3 signups. So if there's 3 people here tonight that you're still like on the fence and you haven't pulled the trigger, but you want to proceed, we're going to make the deal sweeter, right? So we're going to add an extra $500 in credit. So you're not going to get $2,000, you're going to get $2,500 on PLDS credit, meaning you're going to get that much money worth of inventory so that we can cover the cost of product for the first orders that you sell once you integrate your store. And yes, Mike, we at Rocktomic, we have won the ClickFunnels Awards. We have the 2 Club, the 2 X, and we actually got the requirements for the 2 Club X ClickFunnels Award, and we also have the Inc. 5000. We're amongst the first 400 companies from 2023 that are growing the fastest. And yeah, we do understand marketing, online marketing. That's one thing that we do very well. We understand that we have been able to learn it, study it, and apply it, and optimize everything that we're doing. And we definitely have helped some of our clients with their marketing efforts and showing them how to do this properly. So I can definitely share some tips and some advice on the marketing piece when we do our consultation. So guys, if we have 3 more signups, everybody will get upgraded to $2,500 in credit. If we don't get those 3, we won't be able to. You just get the $2,000 in product credit. That's a condition. So if we have 3 more people that can sign up right now in the next 3 minutes before we finish tonight, then we're going to increase the credit to $2,500. We just need 3 more signups so that we can actually complete the 10 signups with the original link, right? Because we had a little bit of a mess with those manual invoices that we sent. We got most of them paid. We have a couple that have not been paid yet, but that's fine. So we have 3 more spots, and if we fill them tonight here in the next 3-4 minutes, we're going to increase the credit to $2,500. So Aaron, if you can put the link in the chat so that everybody who is like ready to take action and sign up, please do so with the click of the link that we just put there in the chat box. We just need 3 more people to increase our PLDS credit to everybody that signed up tonight to $2,500. Okay, so as we wait for 1, 2, or all 3 to sign up, let's see if I have another question here. Ken Andrews, do you automatically send the 72-page booklet you're offering to those of us that attended the webinar, or do I need to go to your website to download it? We can actually put the link here for the supplement brand launch kit. I think that's what you're referring to. So Aaron, can you put that link for the launch kit so that Ken and anybody else can access it and download it? That will be great. And then Ken, let me know if you are able to see it as soon as we put it up. Yeah, so Aaron, again, my business partner who's helping me here in the chat, he's going to put the link for the supplement brand launch kit, and we have it right there. That's a kit. It's a 72-page kit that will show you like everything that you need to think about and make a decision on when it comes to building your supplement brand business model. Right? If there's one thing that is crucial to your success, is having a solid business model. And this supplement launch kit shows you how to define your business model right from the get-go. So it shows you how to select your target audience, how to select your niche or your sub-niche, how to select your products. It shows you like what you need to look out for when it comes to your labels and so forth. Those of you who are clients, if you signed up with the 197 membership, or if you signed up with the 197 membership and you're paying the premium price in membership, if you guys upgrade to the 1997, we're gonna do two things. You're gonna get obviously all the services from this VIP membership, all the perks, all the benefits. You're gonna get the $2,500 credit if we get those 3 additional people tonight, and we're gonna waive the monthly fee for the premium pricing. Okay? If you are a client that paid the 197 VIP membership, which is not this membership, it's not this one, it's completely different. It just gave you access to a few label designs and that's it. And yeah, if we have any clients here, if you want to upgrade to this membership, you can do it. All right, you can definitely do it. I sounded like that guy from The Water Boy. You can do it. But yeah, if you want to upgrade, you can definitely do it so that you can get all the benefits that we're discussing tonight. That's if you paid less than the 1997, right? Because if you already paid more, it's a different story. Like you get the services that you were offered at the time of purchase, right? If you paid a more expensive membership, you still get the services that you got at the time of purchase. If you pay the 1997 already, then yeah, of course, these are the benefits for new signups. But send me an email. I think you have it. Send me an email. Just tell me like what your progress has been since you signed up, and see like what you're actually doing, what your business plan is, and then we can discuss it internally. Definitely. Yeah, so that's the thing about one-time offers, right? Like if we're offering a membership tonight, people sign up tonight under those conditions. And if you signed up, regardless of the price, at any other time, like you got what you received on that opportunity. But we always like to help our clients as much as possible. So just shoot me an email. Let me know what you're doing. Like, let me know if you've taken any action. Like, let me know if you've selected your products, labels. Like, let me know if you're building your website right now, and we can definitely discuss it internally. Okay. But yeah, like, if you go to Walmart and you buy, a $2,000 TV, and then you go to Walmart again like a month, and they're offering the same TV for like 1,000, like they were just one-time offers, right? So it's just part of business, and you guys are going to be doing the same thing. Like you're going to be selling your supplements for like $80, and then you're going to do like promotions or flash sales, and you're going to sell them for half off. Like you're not going to have, like, if you've sold 200 products, to 200 people, you're not going to like start giving refunds or like giving them credit. Like it's just part of business, right? So you're going to be doing the same thing. But yeah, shoot me an email, let me know what you're doing, and then I'll be happy to help you. Right? For those of you who already paid the 1997. We try to do like different promotions and different things like on different webinars. I mean, and you're going to be doing that in e-commerce too. Like you have to renew your offers. You have to do like special bonuses. Like for example, we're going to have like Black Friday this year. We may have like maybe a more expensive membership, or maybe offer like other stuff for Black Friday that we're not offering today. But it's just that one-time offer for that time. So it's just part of commerce. My rule of thumb is, if you are doing well with us, if you're like pushing, if you're like, going through the onboarding process, and you're working hard on sales, and you're, seeing results, like, yeah, we're happy to help you as much as possible. Like, yeah, like, entrepreneurs that we work with, that we see that they're putting the effort, like, yeah, we always, try to help them and give them as much value as possible. But of course, people that are not taking any action, people that maybe sign up like 20 years ago and they never did anything, and then they appear like out of the blue and they want to claim everything that we're offering tonight. Like, no, like I always say, like, absolutely not. Like you got an account and you didn't take any action. So like, why should I give you a benefit when I have like 10 other people that have been working hard on the onboarding process, trying to launch this thing, and, they've been buying samples and things like that. And like, why should I benefit you instead of them, right? It makes total sense, and I think it's very reasonable. All right, Ken, I'm glad that you got it. You got it, guy. No worries. All right, so let me check, see if we have any signups. All right, it seems that we don't have a lot of people by now in the presentation. We got about 15 people still watching, and I don't think we have any of those 3 signups. So maybe we just have either clients or people that already signed up still in the presentation and not people that were ready to sign up or are ready, which is fine. But yeah, unfortunately, we do not have, it seems, new signups. We don't have any additional 3 signups. And so we will keep the PLDS credit at 2,000 for tonight. Unfortunately. But that's fine. We reached the goal. We had 14 plus signups. I just wanted the 10 signups through the official link, right? Because we keep track of all of our data and everything through the official links, right? So we had more than what we expected tonight. So thank you guys for signing up. Welcome to all of you who signed up. You're gonna get an email from me and my support team tomorrow with instructions so that we can help you get started. We can get those initial calls booked, get you guys going. So thank you for your trust. Thank you for signing up, and we look forward to seeing all of your guys' brands thrive. Okay, so there's one thing that we always look for, and that is to see as many people as possible finding success with our business model, right? And we have several clients. We have thousands of clients that are making an extra 1,000, an extra 3,000, 5,000, 20, 50, 100, or millions. It all depends on your marketing, your advertising, your sales, and how much time and capital you allocate to exactly that, right? Your marketing. Today with e-commerce, it's all about marketing. But the good thing is that nowadays there's a lot of creative ways to do marketing, like doing TikTok videos and maybe doing a profit or revenue share with influencers that have like a big audience on TikTok, on Instagram. Like that's a very simple and cost effective way to start because you're not paying upfront. You're doing a profit or a revenue share. So they have, massive audiences, and they have probably your target audience. They drop a video with your product, like they do a review, and then you're gonna get a couple hundred sales. That can help you launch your business, and you're doing a profit or revenue share. So you're basically paying from results, right? So today there's so many different ways to start. Paying for a Facebook campaign is not the only way, which is like what we had before. Like that was the only way to do paid traffic, either Google's or Facebook ads, and that's it. But now we have so many tools, so many ways of doing it. So if you guys do your marketing, your advertising, if you put your time and effort into those aspects of your business, then we will see you grow and scale, definitely. And that's what we want. Okay, so thank you guys for attending tonight's presentation. We're gonna go ahead and finish for tonight. Welcome to all of you who signed up. We definitely look forward to working with you, getting you guys started and launch ASAP. And then if there's anybody here that still wants to learn more, you're welcome to book a call with me. You're welcome to learn as much as possible about our business model and see if it's the right fit for you. And if it is, we will love you to have you on board and work with you on developing your brand and seeing hopefully you as the next success story. Okay. So thank you guys for joining tonight. Thank you for the presentation attendance. And we look forward to working with you soon. Okay. You guys take care and have a good evening. My business partner, Aaron, just posted the link. If you guys want to book a call, if you're not a client, of course, that's the link for you to book a call if you're not a client so that we can discuss a membership and see how we can get you going. Okay. So you guys have a good evening and talk to you guys on the inside. Okay. My name is Marco, one of the co-founders here at Rocktomic, and I look forward to working with you guys. Thanks.